everyone. This is Francine Crawford, and this is my show, Autumn is Here. I am your host. Today, we are here with Quanisha Bennett, who is Director of New York Connects in Manhattan, and we want to welcome her to the show. Welcome, Quanisha.
Hi, Francine. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm excited about being here today and telling you a little bit more about our program here.
Awesome. I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited to know that there are still things being made and to help people in New York aging and different information that people may need. So I'm glad for you to be out here and be able to talk to us. So first, tell us a little bit about what New York Connects is.
Definitely. So, New York Connects is a statewide program where we connect people of all ages, any background to benefits and entitlements in the community. We connect them to long-term services and support within their community.
Okay.
That's New York Connects in like a little nutshell. It's also throughout the city. So we cover the Manhattan borough, but there are hubs and there's a hub in Queens, there's a hub in Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Manhattan, and upstate, and the Bronx. There's a hub in the Bronx as well. And again, we do the exact same thing. We all help and assist those that live in the community of any age, caregivers as well, so that we can connect them to long-term services and support within their community.
Okay. And how long has this agency been around?
So this program has been around since 2015. However, we are newbies on the block. Hudson Guild has now had New York Connects program, and we've been with New York Connects since last year, July 2023.
Oh, okay. So how do you go about servicing them? Are you partnered with other people or do you actually go out and outreach? How do you do that?
So it's actually a combination platter. We reach out to different organizations and different companies throughout the borough of Manhattan to partner with them to go to their location or go into their community to do outreach, right? So what does that look like? We do tabling events, we do health fairs, we're able to come and even do a presentation with the community. We're able to come and do a presentation to caregivers. We're able to come to do a presentation to even professionals because we also assist with professionals as well. And that's really what it looks like. The very basis of the work that we do here is a call center. So people are able to call into us. Again, doesn't matter who they are, what they're calling about. Our goal and hope is to connect them to the right services that best can support them and that can have a long-term service and support community for them, right? So that is something that we do. Again, they can call us or they're also able to come in because we also have a no wrong doors policy and program where this is never the wrong door. You come in, we're going to help you. You call us, we're going to help you. And if we are not able to assist you with it, we're going to point you in the right direction to make sure that you get the help that you need.
Okay, so you don't, the way you service people is that you connect them to the service. You don't have services actually there, but you connect them to the proper service after they explain what they need.
Exactly. We connect them to those services, and we are able to support on a more lighter scale. I always like to say that we are social services on express because we don't do case management work, but we do case assistance work. So we're able to say, hey, you're applying for Medicaid or you're applying for SNAP benefits. Okay, we can help and assist you with that application, right? We can say these are the documents that you need to download. So we can give you that list. You're able to come in and you can sit with us and we're able to kind of walk you through those steps. So we're able to do those things if you are looking for housing and you want to get connected to Housing Connect or fill out the application, right? We're able to direct you there and help assist you to set up a profile and different things of that nature. So we're able to do the very basis to get the foundation, to get it down pat so that someone else can take it from there and build on what we've started.
Okay, so since you've been there and in this capacity, what are the things that you see that maybe the communities or people are calling in frequently for, or something that is common that people need help in? What are some of those things?
Great question. Recently, I would say that housing has been a huge factor. Everyone is looking for housing, whether they are in an apartment or in a house now and they're being put out, or the conditions are not good, or they're homeless, right? So they're in transition, they're in shelters and are looking to get in housing. The second thing I would say that's connected to housing is rent. A lot of people are behind on their rent, so trying to catch up, trying to get a financial assistance in some way so that they can actually be current in their finances. Another thing, of course, is health, right? So getting connected to health insurance, and we have a lot of caregivers that call for their parents or even their children, and they're trying to connect to make sure that they are able to get services, wanting to get someone in their house because their parents are now, their health is declining and they need someone to come and assist. A lot of times you have a parent that lives in one state and their adult child lives in another state. So trying to connect those dots in the middle because they're not in the state that their parents live in. So wanting to really be learned and get some information and resources on how they can best support their parent from where they are. Right. And we try to come in as that medium to be the bridge over troubled water to help them and assist them to connect their parents or get their parents the services that they need while they're still here. Because we want to help them to be as independent as possible for as long as possible. That is a part of our goal.
Okay, so if someone is in another state, you would have to contact agencies in another state because every state is different.
So if someone's in another state, we are unable to help them if the care receiver has to be here, right? So the caregiver is in another state. Our assistance with them is to get them connected into services which is within this state and this borough.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're only able to help again within this borough. And if they live in another borough, if the care receiver lives in a different borough, then we're able to transfer that call to the care receiver's borough that they live in.
Okay. Okay. So you connect in that way.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. So you have caregivers calling you. My show is about having people get more involved with their parents,
Mhm.
resources for them, and kind of knowing what's out there. How do you help seniors directly? Do you have things that help seniors directly?
Yes, so we have a list of case management programs. We have a list of NORCs and older adult centers. We have a list of MLTC plans. We have different, programs that we're connected with, and we give them those resources and we give them educational pieces for that. We definitely don't leave anyone uneducated. So my specialists are trained and they know the ins and outs of the different organizations or different programs because they do training, intensive training on those things, right? So as they're giving them the resources, they're also letting them know, okay, this is what it is. This is what you can qualify for. This is how you look up the application. As far as the seniors that are calling, again, sometimes they're unable to fully articulate what it is that they need, right? So we allow them to have that moment to really let us know all of the things that's happening to you, and we try to unpack it and then direct them into the right direction.
Okay. So you had mentioned caregivers contacting you for their adults and for the people that they care for. Do they ever contact you and are you able to hook them up with some support for themselves?
Yes, yes. So there are also caregiver programs and support programs and supportive teams that assist because again, caring for whether it be an elder adult, your parent, or even a child, right, is a lot. It takes a toll on that person. And community is important and getting them connected to the service is important. We also, my team and myself, we also go on trainings to say how can we support or what are the services that they have up there to connect for caregivers. So we make sure that we follow the holistic approach as well. So we don't only want to help the person that they're calling for, the care receiver. We also want to make sure that the caregiver is in the best space so that they can be a caregiver for their family member.
Okay, great. Is there anything like for the future, how do you see this? How do you see this going? Is there anything that you're moving toward the future that you may not have now, but there's things that are plans that you're trying to help get more services or more help to the community?
Yes, so we are going to start really soon doing more outreach in the community. As I stated, we're the new kids on the block, so we are really trying to stretch out because we have to cover the whole borough of Manhattan. We are going to start doing home visits. That's something that we're not doing yet for the homebound clients because, again, services should be accessible to them as well. And we know when they're in a home, they're unable to come to us, right? So we're going to also go to them and be able to assess the situation so that they too can be connected to services as well. We have something called options counseling where we assist them and help them on different layers of things. So some people call and they just need assistance with one thing, right? And then you have other people that call in where there's a variation of things that's happening. So it requires us to follow up and really peel the onion and the layers, right? So we're really going to diving into that. And then we have the transitional plan where they're coming out of a facility and we're assisting them and we're making sure that they're able to be connected to services as they transition out of uh, um, rehabilitation center or the hospital, right? Because we know in those first like 2 weeks, a lot of times people can fall through the cracks and they're not connected to anything. So we make sure that when they call us within that time, that we're connecting them to services, that we're connecting them to case management if they need case management or whatever service that they call to qualify, so that we have less people falling through the cracks.
Okay. Are there any since you're pretty new, are there any challenges that you've incurred doing this, or maybe uh, language challenges or any kind of challenges that you might have that you've been trying to service people and you're having a hard time?
Um, I would say the challenge is that they get us confused a lot with New York with Housing Connect.
Oh,
So they think that we are able to actually put them into an apartment of some sort because the word is very, the name is very similar. I would say the other challenge is really going out into the community because we're new. So people are saying, okay, so what is so different about you with 311, right? Because 311 also gives out information. But we really take it up a step further because we provide them with a level of assistance, a level of follow-up. And it's just not a number, right? We're doing at minimum case assistance work with them. So I would say those are the challenges. We also, of course, go into communities in different languages. So those can be barriers for us. We do have people that are on the team that are bilingual, that speak Spanish. But of course, that's not the only language here, right? So
okay.
being able to go into those communities where we don't speak the language, but want to assist them, it's best in that where they call up because we do have a language line. So we're able to assist over the phone. So we try to direct them to just always call if nothing else, call us and we'll be able to assist over the phone.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you, thank you. That's great information. What is there anything else that you think the community should know about New York Connects and the work that you do and the work that you're trying to do?
Definitely, I think that they should know that this is a service that's free. This service is provided to all. It doesn't matter what your immigration status is. It doesn't matter what your background is, where you live. None of those things matter. The age, we want to make sure that we're helping every body that lives here, all the New Yorkers. We want to make sure that they know that these services are provided for them. We know that sometimes there are communities that don't have the privilege of resources, and resources are important. So getting into those communities so they too know what they're able to receive and what's actually happening in their community. So really just getting the word out and knowing again that it's in every borough. So be on the lookout, search, and they'll be able to assist you.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us on Autumn is Here. That's great information. Sometimes we don't realize all the resources that are out there, and
Definitely.
that the city is trying to do new things. So
Yes.
they see that there is a need, and they're trying to put new things in place. So that's awesome. And
And it's free, and it's free.
free.
So
And it's free.
the health insurance, it doesn't matter what your health insurance is, because a lot of times it's contingent on health insurance. You getting these resources free, with no cost. And we ask for information, but you can even be anonymous. You don't have to give us your information, but you can get supported. You can get supported.
Okay. And you can just ask any question. You know what I mean? Right. Any.
Any question, any question. When your mama said no question is a dumb question. You can
Right.
ask us anything, and we'll do our best to assist you or direct you into the right location, the right direction, so that they can assist you.
That's awesome. And that's good to know so people can be comfortable.
Yes,
Yeah, we're calling you. Okay.
definitely.
Thank you so much, Quanisha. I really appreciate you taking the time. And this is helpful information. And I'm sure a lot of people will get this and be able to know that they have another resource to go to. So that's really awesome. So thank you so much. I really
Can
appreciate
I,
it.
can I leave the number with you guys?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if you want to get in contact with us, you can call us directly here at 212-966-9852. Again, that's 212-966-9852. And that's New York Connects Manhattan.
Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll catch up and see about the progress the things that you're doing.
Thank you so much, Francine. I appreciate this time.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.